Okay, you guys, you ready? So we're gonna paint, and I'm not gonna use his real name, but we're gonna call it the baby alien. You know? So we're gonna paint the background first, and then we're gonna paint all the shadows, which is like dirty, smeary paint. I put a little bit of black and then I smear it with my finger, mostly trying to blur it out so it turns to dust. And then dirty dust and dirty dust. And then I go back over it with this pretty caramel color and then paint right over the shadow, and the shadow will peek through. Okay? And same with the cup. Look at the pieces of black on there. Well, I painted over it brown, but you can still see the black, right? And then his face, I put a little bit of brown on right there on his eyelid, and then I just kind of smeared it. Oh no, that's not brown. No, it's the pink. I put the pink and smeared it, and then go over it with the green, because green and red is brown. So it gets confusing to the eye, but I looked and it's not. And we are going to paint the eyes first, too, right after the background, so they're dry. That's a lot of black paint. And then when we come and put the eyelids on, the eyes are dry. So don't smear around a bunch of black paint and make everything filthy, because black is so aggressive. It makes everything look black. And you're like, why is everything turning gray? It's because there's black in your paintbrush. You just have to wash it and start over, right? And then mine looks way darker than yours. I had to actually do mine in silver Sharpie because pencil doesn't show up on camera. I can't even see your pencils right now. Oh, and I never look at the camera. The camera's in the middle. But I look at the big TV behind my camera so I can see your faces. Okay, so mine's in Sharpie. So if you like, oh, mine's not as dark as hers. I also won't be able to cover up my lines. You will. My lines will show. Right? Okay, so you guys ready? So the first thing we're going to do is the background. So the background's dry when we go to do our alien. So we're going to paint the background. And if you look at it, it's sopping wet with white. We're going to paint it white. And you're like, it's already white. Yeah, but we want to put smeary yellow and pink in it. Right? But if it's not wet with white, the yellow paint won't move around. So we're going to use white like we would use water. But white's a weird color because you put it on and then she turns clear like Elmer's glue. You're like, I swear it was whiter. How did it get darker? It dried and then it disappeared. The paint part mostly disappears. So we're going to paint half of it first, like from the ears up. And then from the ears down. And we do it in steps because it dries so fast. And we need our white paint. Where is she? White paint. And then I need yellow and pink. And you see how there's a little speck of brown? We'll just touch the area that doesn't have brown in it for the background. And then we'll stir the brown in after. See how mine has a little tiny part of pink that didn't get dirty? Right? You just kind of peek to the side or poke to that side, because we need brownish pink for in her ears and stuff, not bright pink. Okay, so I'm gonna I need to outline my pencil across the top of his ears. Woo, like a roller coaster, right? But I smash my paintbrush, and when I put my paintbrush on the no water, Camila, no water. You'll be very sad if you have water mixed with these colors. Okay. So put the water away. It will just leak down your painting and ruin it. Okay, so we're going to smash our paintbrush, and our paintbrush will go bloop and open. But we only steer it one hair of the paintbrush. And then we push our paint like a bulldozer, like that. And it makes a nice thick bead, nice straight bead of paint. We don't scribble. That's crayons, markers, colored pencils. Paint is thick, so we go scoop, and then we smash it on there like peanut butter or frosting, smear, and then it makes a big line. But we don't care. We're only watching that one hair that touches the pencil. So we're going to get white paint, and we just stab it like we're mad. And I get a whole bunch, because we have far to go. So now you do it. Don't be scared. Just do it. Like, oh my God, I'm going to paint. so. And lots of paint, because we every time we run out of paint, we have to get more paint, right? So I'm going to bring it closer, but this is going to be white paint on a white canvas, so it'll be very hard to see. But here's the idea. So I smash above the pencil that I'm trying to do. Smash! Now I'm going to sneak down. Everybody watch. Don't look away. Sneaking, sneaking, sneaking. Oh, I touched it. Now I'm going to push. I'm staring at one hair, and all of a sudden it got dry. Should I stop and go home? No, I'm already home. So I go, stab. Now I'm going to go smash above it and sneak down again and drive my car. No wiggling. Just push my paintbrush. Now you try. Up and over his head. Smoosh. And one hair touches the pencil. No wiggly squigglies. It'll be all furry. Right? And how come you can do that? And don't swear. Look, Chris, that's not enough paint. Stab your paint. Smash your paintbrush and push. I'm for serious. Yeah, because I need a lot. If I don't put enough paint, it'll be all dry. How fast is this paint going to dry? Really fast, because it's acrylic and the air is stealing it, right? And not dash, not tiny like this. No, we can't. No, Camila, no. We smash our paintbrush all the way and push. I'm teaching you how to outline every single piece the same way. So if you don't get it here, you won't understand it for the rest of the parts. Now I step more white because I didn't fall down the other ear. Whee! Flick off the page. There. White. Very boring. Okay.
Emily, did you have a question?
Question. And then did you see how one hair painted it? One hair outlined. It made a big line, so. But one hair touched it nice and smooth. Then push your paint. Staring. We fold it and push. Staring at one hair. Exactly. Okay, now we can scribbly side to side and get everything above that line all the way to the top of the painting, sopping wet with white paint. I just go blah, 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 like that. And I can tell I missed it. See how this is dry and that's shiny? The whole thing needs to be shiny. So I stab my white paint. Stab! It's a disgusting amount. I don't care. Smush, smash, smush, smash. And look, I have a whole inch before I could hurt my baby alien. And Camila, we're only going to do the top half for now. Just the top half. We're not going to go around the whole alien because our paint will dry really, really fast. So we're just going to do the yellow part first. And I push and pull my paint and push and pull my paint. And I want you to get looser and stop worrying so much. You're all afraid you're going to ruin it. And painting like we're having fun. Don't be all overthinking and stuff. And now, oh, look. I can look at the shininess. Did I miss parts? Yeah. It's not shiny over there. I need more white paint. Over there. Okay. Oh, corner. Corner's jealous. Oh, still. God. And the white is going to eat up our yellow and make baby yellow. So how many color values do you guys need for 3D painting? Everybody pause and look up. 3, dark, medium, light. Well, how about the yellow? Dark yellow, medium yellow, ran out of yellow, kind of misty, invisible yellow, right? So you guys ready? Did you paint it all up there all wet? Not delicate? Camilla, stop doing it delicate. Stab your paint and smash it on there. How come? I'm watching the clock. I have to get you through this in 2 hours, and if we're all delicate, we're going to run out of time, and it's not going to be done. Right? So stop worrying about how it is. And just fun. Look at my texture. Look at those are scribbles. That's a scribble. This is a scribble. Right? We got the shape. We'll do it. Don't worry. Okay, now I'm going to get yellow and the whole above her head all wet. All the way to the top. Now I'm going to get yellow. Open your yellow. And I'm going to get a stab of yellow. Stab. Oh my God, I got a stab of yellow. Blech. But I want 3 versions of yellow. So I'm going to drop off the yellow at the tippity top and make a new yellow. But I drop it off like this. Everybody pause and look up, even if you're busy. Blah, blah. Okay, there, that's all. I just dropped it off across the top. I just put it there. Like I wanted it off my paintbrush. That's all I did. Now you do it. Yellow. Look at how thin it is in the middle. Oh. What? Okay, you guys ready to decorate with that? Remember, you're thinking too much. If I did it fast, you do it fast. Don't drop it off delicate. It doesn't change nothing. Just put it on there. Camilla, come on, go fast. Okay, now I'm going to make a new color. So everybody pause what you're doing and watch what I'm doing. Ready, Jonathan? Watch me. Okay, so it's going to take like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows to get to the bottom of her ears. So it's going to be very yellow, not very yellow, ran out of yellow, disappeared. All right, watch this. Okay, here I go. It's going to take like 3 swipes. 1, 2, oops, missed, 2, 3. Then I do the row beneath that, just what's in my paintbrush, and I touch the bottom of that. Keep watching, don't look away. And I go, okay, 1, oh, it's softer, 2, 3. And then I do the row underneath that. 1, oops, I'm going to hurt her head. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at how many color values do I have? Dark, medium, light already. Now I'm going to touch now I just scribble it into the sides. Oh, now I have dark, medium, light. And I am not afraid. White cannot hurt my alien. There. And then, do I go back and touch it a lot? No. I want dark at the top, medium in the middle, and I give it permission to run out of yellow at the bottom. So I have 3 versions of color. Now you do it. So it's very yellow. And we're doing it all perfect like a flag. It's a sky. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Fun. No delicate. It's a sky. You're not hurting nothing. Play. Off the page to off the page. Off the page to off the page. And then go a row lower than that. Just what's left in your paintbrush. And then a row lower than that. Because what's happening to your paint? It's drying. Can we stop and get more yellow? No. We're trying to run out of yellow. But I went like this. Then I went a little lower. Then I went a little lower. And what if they don't line up all perfect? Well, they're not supposed to. That's a flag, right? And then, are you running out of paint? Is the white eating your yellow? Who feels like they didn't get enough yellow? Who wants to try it one more time? I feel like I put a baby amount of yellow. One more time. Okay, one more time. So, very yellow, not very yellow, running out of yellow, all gone, right? So I stab the yellow. Okay. And that's very, very dark. It's a very lot. So where's she going to go? Okay. Oh, I just threw paint in my room. Flick. Okay. So that's very yellow. And how big is she? I don't know, like 2 fingers. Very yellow. And then I take just what's left on my paintbrush because it makes a new color in my paintbrush. And I go a row beneath that. They do touch like you're vacuuming or mowing the lawn. And then I do a row beneath that. Uh-oh, my paint's drying. Look at it's changing textures. Oh, I better hurry. And then less and less and less and less and run out. I give it permission. Flicky, flicky, flick. There. And I have stripes. I don't care. Pick it up, drop it off. Pick it up, drop it off. Beep, beep, beep. But how many color values am I rooting for? 3. Dark, medium, light. And by the time I get to his ears, how light yellow is that? It's mostly white with a baby amount, right? Of a little baby yellow. And I give it permission to do that. I don't add white yellow because then it goes back to being dark. I give it permission to be dark up here. And then there's just a teeny bit of little left in my paintbrush. I'm like, Little bit, a baby amount over here. La, 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 la. Okay, that's all you get. Okay, who's ready to do the next part? Who thinks that was hard? No, but what did we just learn? How many color values for 3D? 3. So one color eats up another color until it disappears? Yes. So we give it permission to do that. One wet color is eating up another color till it goes away. Okay, now let's do the bottom part. And look, I'll show you. Now it makes sense. You're like, why do we get it all wet? Now you know. Oh, now we're going to get it all wet, but make pink climbing. What if I get pink up here? So, it's a sunset. Sunrise. Okay, so let's do this side. We could do one side at a time, right? One side. So I stab my white, dirty paintbrush. Who cares? I don't care, right? And what do? Oh, I just smash, and let me start up here under his ear. Smash! I just ride the roller coaster. And put one hair of my paintbrush touches the pencil. Push. Oh, you can see it better because it has a little bit of yellow in it. Oh, then I ran out. It got dry. I could tell. It felt drier. It's not slippery. Poke! And I just poke my paint. Got more paint. Because it needs to be slippery. I go, when I smash, I'm next to the line. And then I sneak up. Whoop! One hair. Ride the roller coaster. Flip. Nice. What if I get a little bit on his clothes? It's white. Won't hurt nothing. Are we being super delicate this time? No, you can trust you. You just proved to yourself when you did this part you could do it, so no fears. Remember, don't clean your paintbrush unless I tell you because we need all those colors. Look how that yellow is helpful to us. And now everybody pause and look up. I need to fill in the rest, but I want to show you a trick. I'm going to get white, but you see that line I just made? I don't want to get it all my colors all over my my alien. So I'm going to land on the line that I just made and push off the page. Land and push, land and push, land and push. And they all overlap. And this way, as long as I'm pushing away from my alien, I will never, everybody look. What if I went like this? Look, I can't stop in time. I totally got it all over my alien, but I can land and push perfectly. Land on the line and push away. Oh, more paint got dry. Poke. Land and push and land and push and land and push. Your brain can do this easy. Land and push and land and push and land and push and land and push. Away, 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 away. And this is why, if I went to paint my fingernails, I could land right by the skin and go land and swipe. But if I was going to push towards my skin, could I stop in time? You don't have a stopping skill, right? Which is why the G's and the Y's on the bottom of your letters are always messed up. You can't stop. But you can put the dot on the I exactly where you tell it to. You can land perfectly. So we use that brain trick and land and push and land and push. Right? Didn't get any on our alien. Told you. Okay, now we need pink. Maybe a little bit of yellow. Just because the top has yellow and the bottom is jealous. So I'm going to get a little bit of yellow. Everybody look. I'm just going to ton speck. And I'm just going to put it near the top because she's all jealous. I didn't get any. There, that's all. So I just put a few and I'm going to land on those. And I just, they'll make yellow streaks like a sunrise. Okay, just some. Poke. Okay, now I can get my pink. And I have to look at my pink and avoid the brown this time and just go poke. Okay, there's pink. I just need one poke of pink. One poke of pink. Hurry, Jonathan. I don't want your paint to dry. Okay, so where is it going to be most pink? Very pink and white. not very pink and white, running out of pink and white, disappearing, gone, almost gone, hit the yellow. Okay, so we have to drop it off right here first. Mush, 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 mush. Drop it off. Mix it with the white, mix it with the white. Kind of smash it into your paintbrush too. Yeah. And then now I need to be more careful. I want to actually get it under his sleeve right here. Land and swipe. Yep. Okay. Because the landing trick works. Now I'm going to climb. I'm going to run out of pink and I don't care. So I am touching each line as I climb. I overlap them like I'm mowing the lawn. I land and push off the page and land and push off the page. So I only creep up like a half an inch each time. Ooh, it's getting lighter and lighter. And I am touching my alien a little bit. Look at, it's disappearing. It's turning into mist. Now I hit the yellow pieces. And it's looking like a sunrise. Oh my God. Oh. Now you do it. And you ran out when you got to the top? I know. Never go back down and get more. Yeah, we're trying to run out. We are trying to make it into baby pink when we get to the top of our ear. And we land and swipe and land and swipe. No ups and downsies. We're trying to run out. Right? So I land by my alien and swipe and land and swipe and land. Because I can land really good without hurting nothing. But not towards my alien because I can't stop in time. You don't have that skill in your brain. No human does. It's the hardest part. Okay, I don't like my stripes. I'm going to do it one more time. Everybody, this is called blending. I'm going to do it one more time. So everybody watch. Okay, I'm going to start at the bottom again. And just do it softer this time. Just for softness. And faster. And I'm just doing it super soft. I don't care about the color anymore. I just want to do it for texture. And I just tell the stripes to calm down a little. And then I get to the ear. Oh, wait. What if I put a little bit of pink up here? Aw. Remember, push away from your alien. Push away. So how many color values did you get? Alaha? Alayaha. No, I'm not saying that any well at all. But you're going like this. You're just staying in pink. You need to go higher, 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 higher. No, stop. Because your paint's drying. And we don't want it to dry. So go higher, 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 higher. Don't go back and get more pink. Try to run out. Try to run out. Disappearing, disappearing, disappearing. Gone. Okay. Ew. Look at this pink and yellow paintbrush I have. I want to go and do the other side. And I would like to use white. So I have to clean this off. So I have to lick it off. No. I'm going to use a napkin. So I get a napkin. I open it. And I just put my paintbrush in there and squeeze it really hard and squeeze out the thin out. And it's mostly clean. That's all I care about. Look how much my paintbrush was holding. That's a lot. But I just got the extra out. Now when I get, it'll be a touch of pink, but not enough to hurt anything. All right. Now who thinks we could do who thinks the other side will be so much easier? How come? Because we've done it already. So our brains are like, what do we do? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. We've done it 2 times already. So I need to outline his ear and his shoulder with the white paint. I don't even need to tell you. You already know what to do. Right? So I stab the white paint. You don't even have to listen to me. Just do it. So I go under his ear. Just ignore me. You just go. And outlining him. One hair touching. Oh, not enough paint to make it to the bottom. Another poke. Who thinks more paint is nicer than less paint? It's more slippery. Doesn't it make better colors? It does. When we're too delicate with our colors, like the richness of the color, and it's not slippery and smooth anymore. But how do you learn that? By watching me or hearing me? No. You learn that by doing. Right? You're like, oh, more paint's nicer. Whatever, who cares what she said? It's true because I experienced it true. When you learn math by watching the teacher, is that really learning? When do you actually learn the math? When you do it, right? So you're like, oh, what? And then you do it and you're like, oh. Okay, now they outlined it. How do I get it all wet? Painting it up and down like this? No. I get the white paint step and I land on my outline. Land and swipe and land and swipe and land and swipe and land and swipe and land and swipe. Oh, I totally missed a spot. I was going too fast. Let me get it. I can tell I missed a spot because it's not shiny. Oh, and then it turns dry and not slippery. Poke. Look, I didn't get anything on my alien. How come? Because I landed on that outline. And once you outline something, your brain won't let you go over the line. Unless you try the start and stop thing. Start and stop, your brain will go too far. You can't get your hand to stop, but you can get it to land. How come that was so much easier and faster? Because you have a good brain. Question. Talia, your name is right behind my camera. I had to look.
I had to go get something, so we were just doing the other side with pink.
Yep,
right?
the other side. I just put the white on there. Do you mean the pink side? Oh, I got it sopping wet with the white, and I put little speckles of yellow at the top, so it will match up here. And then I got pink and went smash, 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 smash. Oh, I'll show you on this side. Wait, watch. Now I'm going to stab my pink. Stab the clean pink, not the part with the brown in it. And I just drop it off over here. Swoop! Right? And then, well, that's too dark. So I smash it in until it changes. Blip, 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 blip. Basically, I'm changing the color in my paintbrush. Now I land right by the alien and swipe. And every time I go up a row higher, it's getting lighter because the white is eating my pink. And it gets lighter and light. Oh, what did I forget? Wait, everybody pause. I can't use my paintbrush because it's dirty, but I can use my finger and get some yellow. I forgot. And put the yellow pokes by his ear because I land on those. Remember that? Use your finger because it's clean. If you use your paintbrush, it'll have pink on it. Okay. Sorry. And then I go higher. I know you were watching. Higher, higher now because here I am. I get to land on the yellow things and make peach color. Now it's yellow, pink, yellow, pink, yellow, pink, yellow, pink. So pretty. But then the first time I do it, it's all stripy. And I don't love it anymore. So I'm going to do it one more time from the bottom. Just one more time. But this time softer. I like the color, but I don't like the stripes. So I can do it for texture. I just go back over it very gently and softly. And just ask the stripes to calm down. And I'm just going soft, soft. And then if I get this tiny bit of pink on my alien, I don't care. I won't hurt nothing, but I'm doing it so soft just for texture, just for smoothing the paint, and it helps the little stripes to calm down. And then they meet, where do they meet? On both sides of their ears, like this. Hello. I got a little bit of color by her ear, a little bit of color on that there. All right. The two worlds meet right here. It feels like that came out better than you thought. Did you get 3D? Dark, medium, light, pink? Did you make a little peachy where pink and yellow meet? Oh my, isn't that the best? Just like a real sunlight, they made a new color. The best. How fast does your paint dry? Do you notice it changed texture on you? Who's going back and trying to touch stuff and the texture is weird? And it's making like this pasty, sticky stuff. The water's already got and disappeared. So it's not slippery anymore. And it has this really weird texture. It's already dry. The yellow, dry. How come? Because it evaporated. And you can't, if it's all dry and you go to put another color on it, you're literally painting over it a new color. No new colors will happen if it's dry. You just paint over it a new color. Okay, who's ready to do something else? Okay, now we need our itty bitty baby yellow paintbrush, blue paintbrush, and our pink and our brown. And now we get to stir it up. Basically, it just makes a warmer red, right? Brown, just because this is on we can't use pure pink because it is neon pink underneath the green and it will make brown. We just want to soften the color, just tell the pink to calm down. So we mix brown and pink together and look at, you think, oh, it didn't change very much, but it actually is a warmer, more natural pink red. Hey, where did everybody go? All the cameras. That was bizarre. Y'all disappeared on me, freaking me out. Okay, isn't that a good color? It's softer. You see how that's like the color of a white dog's nose. Brownish pink. Not bright pink, right? It's just a brownie pink. Okay. Well, there is way too much on my paintbrush right now. That is a mess. So I'm gonna clean it, give it a pinch. Mostly because I will touch that and get it all over my hands. So just give it a pinch. Okay. And now I get my pinky brown. And this is for decorating face and ears, right? So it's going to be, we're going to paint over it green, but it'll be dry by then. So and it's just so that he has a little bit of color. So he doesn't look dead. Okay, so I get how much pink? I just need and look at how nice and tiny this paintbrush is. So I get a little tiny poke of pink, and I just touch it. Can I call it pink? I'm not going to call it pink brown. I'm just going to call it pink. Pink poke. Could I get more if I needed to? Yes, but I can't get less. So I go ahead and get a tiny bit. And then let's do her eyelids. Right? See how I use makeup to try to make those creases darker? That's what we're doing. So we just go, oh, let's just put it on the crease above her eye. Like that. That looks like a pink rainbow. That's ridiculous. We're not leaving it like that. Right? And do you scribble? No. Rainbow, 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 rainbow. There. Okay, everybody pause and look up. Look, watch this. Watch, don't paint anymore. Watch me. My clean finger. I'm going to try to make the edges blurry. Shmeary, 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 shmear, shmear. Oh, the edges are blurry and dirty now. How come? I got dark, medium, and light by blurring it while it was wet. Now you do it. Touch it, touch it, touch it. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Smear, smear, smear. Don't care. Try to make the edges all furry. The edges are blurry. Don't care. It's all dry on the sides. Above it and below it is dry. Smear, smear, smear like I'm a crazy person. Did I do it gentle? No, I did not. Blah, 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 blah. And look, it's already dry. Let's do the other eye. Okay, how much paint? Did you get too much and want to get less? Did you get less and want to get more? Make an adjustment. And I make another one. Woo! Okay. And then what do I do right away? Shmeary, 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 shmeary. And I made a shadow. Yes, it's the blurriness. Blurry rainbow. And I'm using the flat. Look at how much paint I have on my finger. I flat paintbrush, flat, smeared it. Right? That's going to be underneath his eye. Okay, now what about his under his eye? Maybe a speck. Now I'm gonna go like this and put. Everybody pause. Look, I'm just in this corner dash, and in that corner dash. It's gonna see how everyone has a little crease under their eye. We're gonna make a little crease right there. Okay, it's just a speck. And a speck. Is it staying like that? No. Now I'm going to go like this and I'm going to push it and it's a smile shape under his eye. And I go smear. Oh, look at it. It got all dry. Smear. It got all dry. Smear under his eye. Right? Smile, 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 smile. And how little of paint is it? It's just a speck and then we smear it. And then how many color values were we shooting for? Dark, medium, light. It's dark in the corner where we landed, medium where it starts to dry, and then fuzzy, fuzzy, invisible. The invisible part is the best part. Okay, how about cheeks? Adorableness. I just stabbed my pink hard, stab. And I'm just going to make a little smile. A smile on this cheek and a little smile on that cheek. Wait! Do I leave it there? I'm going to try to put blush all over her cheek, but smile, 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 because it needs to be bended. Smile, 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 smile. Okay, there. Smile, smile. The one had more than the other. Unfair. Okay. And then the blurry edges is the best. Blurry, smile, smile, not straight. Smile, smile, smile. Blurry the edges. Because you go past it a little bit so it will smudge over there and past it over there. And then a little bit on her lip. And I mostly just to get rid of the pencil. And I just go swipe. And then we're not blurring that. I just leave it pink. And that's it. And that's going to rest like that. Because it will dry. And when we put the green on it, it'll be cuter. Okay, now I'm going to get green and do inside her ear, or pink and do inside her ears. But how do we outline with a tiny paintbrush? Same way we did the big paintbrush. Everybody pause, look up, I smash. And then my paintbrush opens. Look how big she got. Now I sneak up. One hair touches the pencil. And I only care about the line that's touching the pencil. I don't care about the other line. Look how raggedy underneath it is. Don't care. The top line came out smooth, right? Then I stab and get more and go smash above the line and sneak down. One hair. Okay, that's it. There, that's it. Shadow. And we don't fill it in. So how did you outline it? With one hair of the one of the paint at the top or the bottom of the paintbrush, right? Because paintbrush opens, pop, and one hair touches. If your painting is at a weird angle and it's making it hard for you to draw, just pull your painting, Yesenia, towards you so you can draw it proper. I don't need to watch. You don't look comfy. You just pull your painting towards you so you can paint and be comfortable. Yes, I have other people I can look at. Good job. That looked awkward. Okay, now watch. Everybody pause and look up. Look up. I'm going to stab my white paint. Don't paint. Stab my white paint. Oh, I just got my white all filthy. Watch this. With white paint, and obviously it was a dirty paintbrush. Look at me. Don't paint anymore. Look at, I'm going to get white paint, and I'm going to just wiggle it. Oh, and as I push it around, what am I getting? I'm picking up that other paint. And I just go like that, and I give it permission to be different versions of that color. My edges stayed really dark because it's a shadow, and I just smeared it around with a little bit of white. So I filled it with white, but gave the edges permission to stay dark because I didn't even go near the edges. Now you do it. It's like, oh, so how many color values do I have? Dark on the edges, medium, and lighter inside her ear. And I just get white paint and I accidentally grab some of the pinky brown. It just happens and I give it permission to do it. And I just go, oh, look, I grabbed some and it's changing colors. Excellent. Could I do the other ear like that? Jess? Okay, so you have dark around the outside edge because we never went near the edge with the white, right? We just filled it. And I have lighter in the middle, darker near the edges. What a good trick. Now I get my pinky brown and go, okay, let me do this other ear. And one smit, tracing, push. Okay, ran out. And her ears look different, but I kept looking at the pictures and or he was actually, you know how he can turn his ears? He's turning one ear down and one ear up like a puppy. So I was like, why is his ears different in shapes? Oh, because in the next scene, his ears were higher up, like he was listening. And I was like, oh yeah, like a puppy. And then I have an outline. It's just sitting there and looking bad. So I stab my white. And I use just my dirty little paintbrush in my white. And I just fill it in. And I accidentally grab the brownish pink. Oh, look at that. And I give it permission to be dark on the edges and light in the middle. Boop. Remember, just play, play, play. Don't be too perfect about it. Okay? Don't overthink it. I'm watching the clock for us. We have lots of steps to do. And no getting tired or loud. We're just decorating, exploring, looking at what paint can do. Interesting. Faster, faster, Jonathan. So did you make more than one color of pink brown? Yes, you did. And all you did was smear some white around. It's pretty cool. And aren't we going to outline that pink with some green on, because the green's on top? So don't worry. Okay, now we have to do all the black parts. Oh, Alejandra asked a question. Alia. I don't know. I never say it right. How do you say your name, Miss Ramirez?
It's Aaliyah.
Aaliyah. Hooked on Phonics works for me. Okay, Aaliyah.
For the green, will it
Yes.
Like
if you have a mistake, the green goes right on top. I'll show you. Here's mine. I got pink on it, and then who went on top? Green, right? A little bit yellow, right? I put the green on top, and look at it made the pink calm down, right? Okay, now we're gonna keep going with black. So you can put the lids on your white and your pink for now. Mostly because I worry because I tend to sit in my paints because I'm standing and I back up into my paints. Okay, now I'm going to get black. And mostly I want to find all the black parts. And notice if black weighed 10 pounds, how balanced this painting is. 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 5 pounds. So it looks like the heaviest colors are in the center of the painting, which is called balance. And they're evenly spaced apart too, which is balance. Okay, so eyes, collar, inside the cup, fingers, and shadow. Okay, so it's just black. So we outline stuff and fill it in. Yeah, so I poke the black. And I just go, all right then, I'm going to do the eyes. You know what? Humans cannot make a circle. It's your parents' fault because they were born humans too. So, but you know what you can make? Rainbows and smiles. Do not try to make a circle like this when you do her eyes. Lysania, look, do not make a circle. You go like this. You land inside his eye and go smash, rainbow. And then I get more paint because I want it slippery. And then I go smile. My hand can make a rainbow and a smile, but my hand cannot make a circle. How come?
Are you still using the same brush?
Same brush, blue brush. Because she's so little and pointy. And then I just fill it in blue. But what's it really about? A good outline. So I go poke with the black. You want to see me do the other? eye. Watch. I land in the eye, in the middle of the eye. Smash! And she opened. Now I stare at it and one hair touches the pencil. Rainbow. And smile. Oops. I have to go back and fix it. Okay. It wasn't quite like I wanted, but I could touch it again. Okay. There. That makes sense. And it has to dry. If that's wet and we go to do the green, the black will smear all over. Jonathan, watch. I got the black and I landed inside her eye and I let one hair touch rainbow and smile. I did not try to... Oh, Jonathan, you're behind several steps. Go faster.
It's because I'm on my sister's computer.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I worry. But I have to watch the clock. Once you have a good outline, how easy is it to fill in? Once you have the outline, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. How come? Because your brain won't go outside the lines. And I hold mine by the metal so I could be tight. See? Mm-hmm. And then, what about these collar pieces? Oh, they're very weird shaped. So it's under her ear, under her cheek, next to the coffee cup. Oh, I ran out of paint. It's all dry. Anymore. Poke. And then once I have a good outline, shmeary, 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 shmeary. Easy, easy, easy. It's a weird little, I don't know, looks like a giant comma. I did, it's under her ear, next to her cheek. This little part, let me show you the original. I'll put the original up here. Right? Collar. Oops, I just got paint on my face. Now what about the other side? Stab the black. Next to the cheek. Really, it's just about the outline, huh? Once you outline the object, scribbly, scribbly, and getting a good outline. Jonathan, question?
When I'm finished with the left with this here, what do I do next?
Then it's the eyeball. Let me show you. Right? So I'm going to get the black paint. Stab! And I get a lot of paint so it's soft. And I land inside the eye. Watch me. Smash. And then I let one hair and I make a rainbow. I cannot make a circle, so I don't try. The back's not working because it's too fuzzy. The back is fuzzy. And then I get black and I smash and make a smile. But don't try to make a circle. It's a rainbow and a smile from inside his eye. Okay, now go. Okay, now I have to put it in her fingers. The little shadowy part in her fingers. What? This is a funny little shape next to the coffee cup and in the finger. Next to the coffee cup and in the finger. And there's the original. It's in her finger holes. See? Finger holes. So we have to get this black to be done first so it's dry. Right? And then this other one, this other finger hole over here. Look how fat I made his fingers on this side. I drew it. This one right there. It's between her fingers next to the coffee cup. Okay, and then What? The shadows in the cuffs of her cloak. That's what she's wearing, right? And then look at the shadow blurries on the bottom. Okay. Okay, we could do that. We could do that. Okay. So it's a put a little black shimmery shimmery. Put a little black shimmery shimmery. Huh? So I get the black. And I go, oh, not her skin. Not her. It's down here. Hello, I'm a dark shadow. Like a smile. Did I paint it all in? No. I just put a dark shadow. And then what do? Try to blur all the edges. Oh my God. I look at. Ooh, it's all fuzzy. My edges are blurry. Not her skin though. And then the other cuff doesn't get as much. It's just like here. Right there. Like a little piece. A little piece. And then blur, blur, blur. Shmeary, shmeary. Okay, I already forgot how to say your name again. Alaya. But we're not painting it in, look. We are not outlining and painting it in. We're just putting a little blur. Miss Ramirez. I already forgot how to say her name. Aaliyah. Thank you. You're painting it in like it's an actual shape. It's not. It's a piece of shadow blur. So don't outline it. It's just a piece of shadow blur. And then a little piece over there. There. And then, you know where else we could put some? Underneath the cup should be a shadow. Look at me. Everybody pause and look up. Don't paint. I'm going to go, oh. But should I leave it like that? No. Don't paint. Look at me. Stop painting. I'm going to yank it down. I put a stripe, but it's actually like these shadows. Okay. I just pulled on it. Now you do it. It's under the cup. You just go stripe, then pull, 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 pull. Wait. Yesenia. It's a black stripe across. And then I pull on it. So put a black stripe under a shadow underneath the cup and then pull down on it. We're not painting anything. We're just making dirt. He's a dirty little guy. And then pull down, straight down, as dry as you can get it. Look, hurry and look. All the way down until it's dry. It disappears and becomes dust. Yes, the dust is the magic. Not the black part. Anyone could put black. But can you make dust? Now we have these little bits. These are little shadow folds. Black, 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 black. But I just put a little speck of black in each one. Black, 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 black. What do I do with them? Yeah, make them, look at how dirty they are. They're dirty little triangle nothings. Okay. And smush, 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 down, 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 smush, smush, smush. Whatever, whatever, whatever. I'm a shadow. I'm not really a triangle shape. I'm a shadow in a cloak. There. They're just like boogers. Look at my finger. Ah! I like the dry, fuzzy parts. Yeah, fuzzy, fuzzy, dirty, dirty. They're not really triangles. They're unusual shapes. And then I could get some black and maybe put some little stripes on my cup. Remember, wasn't it you guys saw the movie? It was a cup and he was drinking hot chocolate, right? Well, they're just a little one, 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 one. Should I leave it like that? No. One, 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 one. On the cup. I'm always a one step ahead of you. How come? I'm pushing you forward for time's sake. So I'm not letting you pause and dilly-dally with one idea. Yes, Jonathan, you're almost caught up with us. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Then these little boogies. They're triangles, but not. They're blurs. We call them, they want to be triangles, but they're not. And then we got to outline the inside of our coffee cup, which is as hard as an eye because it's a big oval and it needs smooth lines. So a really nice smooth outline and then scribbling in the middle. This one I have to put it down because my hand hurts now. So I'm going to go, okay, from not the rim, right? The inside black part. Let me show you. Right? We decorate the rim. So this little long, skinny, flat, I don't know, hot dog. So I go, smash, I'm inside the shape, smash, and then I stare at one hair, push, 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 stare. I don't care what the rest of the paintbrush does. I'm staring at the one hair that touches the pencil. I'm glad you guys didn't dilly-dally and you were just playing with those shadows, right? They're just ideas of a shadow. They're not really shapes. Who knows if the shadow on her cuff moves? We don't know. It's none of our business. They're just ideas of a shadow because we're painting over them. So it's like, oh, it has to be so perfect. No, it really doesn't. It's just a blur, 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 blur here and a blur and a blur and a blur, a blur. Richard will go. Okay, now let's do the brown parts. Oh, it's not very many. Brown, 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 and some brown shadows, right? Easy. Where's brown? See how I only gave you a teensy tiny bit of brown? And I have a dirty paintbrush, and I don't care, because I'm going to make shadow. So I get the brown. I go, oh, you mean this? Now we can paint over this ugly shadow that we did. Now, why can't I remember your name, Mr. Rose? I have a brain fog on your name today. But now we're going to outline it with the brown, the cuff. And ooh, my paintbrush is dirty with black. It just makes a darker brown. Won't hurt nothing. But now it's brown. Now, and I paint right over the black. Look who's hiding under there. Hey, black is peeking through. I made my outline. But look at black. Oops, I'm not holding it up. I was showing the wrong camera. So I paint right over the black. But black can't go anywhere because as soon as it dries, she's going to peek out from underneath.
Jennifer, what's your
Question? I painted right over the black. Bye, black. But did you know that brown paint is actually see-through? So when it dries, you'll be like, ah, look at the black came back. Which is why we'll paint the cup and the black will still peek through. We'll paint his everything and everything. Okay, and now, oh, then this weird cuff thing too. Rear, outline it. Mostly I worry about his skin being smooth. Oh, I'm not getting enough paint. Boop. and paint right over the black. By black. Because what does it become? Brownish black? Can't even hurt black. Can't hurt nothing. Exactly. And if the black's dry, you paint over it, and then when brown dries, black appears again. Now how about we do the cup? Uh-oh, I have to do fingers. Maybe I'll go underneath the rim first. So once you have a good outline, the outline's the only part that's hard. The rest is all just filling it in. This paintbrush is not getting enough paint, I feel like. And then how do I fill in the cup? Right over the brown, like it doesn't matter. Start 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Look at black peek through. Look at there's look at the black. Told you. I think it's because there's so much black. My black is finally out of my paintbrush. Now it's real brown. See, you can see my shadows. My shadows are peeking. But once you have a good outline, scribbly, scribbly. Is my bottom of my cup straight? Wait. I was looking at it in the camera and the bottom of the cup wasn't straight. Okay, there. I missed. Okay, there. Okay, everybody pause and look up. That's not 3D, is it? Brown and black. How many color values is that? That's boring. Can I put a little bit of white on that? Just a speck? Just to give it some interest? I'm going to get a little... Oh, I got to open my white because I closed it. I'm trying to do this one-handed and get just a speck of white and just put some little white something. Just some. Little tidbit. After it's brown. Right? And then smear it with my finger. Just so, how many color values am I rooting for? So there's brown, baby brown, and black. Up, down, smear, smear, don't care. Oh, that's more interesting to look at. That's right, I planned it like that. Nice. And then how'd I blend it with my paintbrush? No, my paintbrush keeps making stripes. I use my finger for blending. Up, down, make a little blur. Yeah, and it just, and how many color, do I really care? Look at the original. You thought it was cute. Is that a blur with my finger? That is a blur with my finger. You thought it was cute, so don't overthink it, right? I give it permission to have black pieces, brown pieces, and blurry little white pieces. Okay, now I need to put a few little brown shadows. Maybe one right here. And remember, I'm always making you chase me. I'm always trying to be one step ahead to chase the clock. But it's like a rainbow right here. And a rainbow on this side. And then blurry, 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 I'm a shadow. Blurry, 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 I'm a shadow. I'm a dent in the material. Maybe even like this. Like a C and a C. That's better. I totally screwed that up. So that's a C, a backward C, and that's a forward C, and a backward C. Whatever. Like little C's. I'm a C. Okay. Smear. Yeah, there's going to be shadows underneath the tan. And then same as these ones. Like, he would like a shadow, and he would like a shadow. Alright. Well, am I going to leave it like that? Because that looks really bad. No, smear. Smear. Okay. It's a shadow. These are folds. And then this side, I'm going to smear on that side. And a smear on this side. But that looks bad. Okay, then after we're done with those, there's just the shadows for the material. Above and below. And then above on his sleeve. And below, like a smile, the shadow. Now I'm going to switch from the blue paintbrush to the yellow paintbrush. We haven't got to use her much. And I get the yellow paintbrush. She looks small like the other one, but she can smash and get really bigger. Look how much bigger she can get when I smash her, right? Oops, not showing the right camera again. Smash. So she's bigger. Her bristles are longer and she has more, but what's in this cup with the tan, with the caramel and the white? Well, let's stir it together and see what color it is. So it's gonna be a new color. Ooh, my white's on the side. Let me swirl it in. And this is because caramel is a see-through color and white is not. So caramel is transparent and white is opaque. So we're helping it be a little bit not so see-through because it's annoying. Oh my, look at too much paint once I stirred it. Okay, that I have to get all this off. I'm going to get a paper towel. So I could just get some. Paper towel. Pinch. Okay. Now let's paint all of his clothes. Right over the black and right over the brown. So I get this mixed caramel and white. I mixed it. And I go, all right. I'm just going to outline it for you. You'll see how much bigger of a paintbrush she is. And I go underneath the cup. I'm just going to paint over this. And then how scribbly am I? Once I have a good outline, I could be really scribbly. Outline, swoop. Then scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. I outline it. Oh, that was a terrible picture on the camera. Okay, so I outlined it. And then paint over everything, up and down. Mostly because that's the way the material's going. Over the black, by black. Get out of here. How come? She's going to peek through. Just get more paint and shove, 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 shove. And how come I'm going fast? Because I would like to spend some time on his face and these clothes are annoying me. I don't want to do these clothes anymore. I want to decorate his face with you. So I'm getting a glob of paint.
Aaliyah, do you have a question?
Yeah, can we use the big brush?
No. Well, let's see. Let me check it. I'll check for you. Yes. But don't use too much paint because we want our black to show. The big paintbrush works fine. But I want black to show through, so don't be all thick about it. But how am I going to outline with this giant paintbrush? I'm going to have to outline with a little paintbrush still, right? Okay. I'll still outline with a little paintbrush. Okay, now I can do his sleeves. And the shadow doesn't get painted over. I mean, the inside of the cuff. Let me put the original back up here so you can see. If I do a good outline, I'm less likely to mess up. Look at how much over I painted over, but now I'm putting his sleeve on top. Fixed it. Woo! Okay, now I can use the big paintbrush. Good idea with the big paintbrush. I was thinking there's no way, but it works. Scratch, scratch. Okay, now I can do the other outline. Okay, around her sleeve. Huh?
I can't really see the bottom.
You could pick up your painting a little bit like this. This is what I do. I'm holding mine. But I could, if I hold it up like this, then I could fall off the page like that. Off the bottom. Does that make sense? Then I go. If I get a good outline, I feel confident that, look at here it went on top. They put the background on my sleeve a little bit, but watch. What? No, I didn't. I put it on top again. Woo, fix that. You're jealous of me? And then I just get a tiny poke of the caramel because I want it to be, I want the brown that I put to peek through. So I just, and it's supposed to be the texture of material, so it doesn't have to be all thick and smooth. It can be rough. I only have 2 pieces of clothes left. It looks better when it dries. Look how plain it looks right now. Yesenia, are you using the big paintbrush? Yeah, outline it with the baby paintbrush and switch to the big paintbrush to fill it in. It'll go faster. The outline with the little one and big with the big one, okay? Now I could do these little, her collar. There, now I can use her collar. Ooh, I like when it's kind of dry. Look at me. There's not very much paint on my paintbrush, and it's making this really neat texture. Like when we filled in the pink. Remember, a good outline, and then scribbly, scribbly. Make a good outline. I'm going to show you. I outlined it, and then you can see the brown peek through. Brown is peeking when it dried. Yesenia, you're still using the tiny paintbrush. Outline the object with the tiny paintbrush and then use the big paintbrush to fill it in. You outline his sleeve with the little paintbrush, then use the big paintbrush to fill it in. That was a good idea. Okay, now we're going to do the rim, and we clean our little yellow paintbrush off, mostly because it was just, just give it a little pinch, like this, pinch. Yesenia, you're going to have to come back to that, okay? Yesenia, so just stop painting the clothes, and we're going to start painting the cup. You can always come back and do it later, no biggie, right? But the rim of the cup, I'm going to show you, is brown with a string of white on it. First you paint the little rim brown, then you go wee with a little bit of white on it. Okay, so it just goes, okay, I get a little poke of brown, poke. I just drive my car on it. Oh, that was not enough. There. And then and it's not even painted all the way. Look, it's all dry. Because what happens now, just like when I did the pink, I smear white through the brown and it becomes baby brown. Whee! Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And so it's a brownie white. Woo, 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 woo. I'm going to give it permission to have strings of color. Look, I have pieces of white and pieces of brown. I don't care because it's interesting. Okay, now we need to find our green for our alien. And we're not going to stir our green because we have that dark green. And I'm going to outline her hand and her fingers and her arm with the dark green. And I just go, woo, with the yellow paintbrush. And her fingers are on top of the cup. Watch. Everybody pause and look up. So I go, woo, and I let her fingers go on top of the cup because they're in front. There, and am I scribbling? I'm not scribbling. I drive my car, push the paint. And then when it's dry, I get more paint. I stab and push my paint. And I get the green and push my paint. Like that. And the green is on top. Don't stir your green. We're using the dark green by herself right now. There's white in there, but we're not using that. Poke the green, outline. The other hand. We drive our car. And it makes a smooth line. We don't pick up our paintbrush and we're smooth about it. Push your paint. Yes, and as soon as you run out of paint, do you start scribbling? No, you stop, get more paint, and push. Why is this? How come we didn't stir our green paint? We like that dark paint as a shadow. Keep going, Yesenia. Do her fingers, look. Draw around her fingers. Woo, woo, woo. They're just letter C, letter C, letter C. Now you go. Now we can go around her ears. By pencil. Ooh, I'll even go over her wrinkle. Oh. And outline her ear. Hey, this is the same trick we did when we did the inside of her ear. It's going to be darker. My outline's going to be darker than my inside. But I end up touching this color, right? I just keep stop, get more paint, push. It only lasts like 3 inches. And I have to stop, get more paint, poke. Get more paint, poke. Everybody pause and look up. I'm going to do her mouth real quick. I just want you to see. Her mouth is actually bigger from there, or his, right over the pink there. It's actually wider than it was, so he's smiling. I had it little before. Bye, pencil. I'm gonna hold my green paint. It is too far away to poke. Poke, go. Okay. It doesn't last very long. Poke, paint. I beat you. You're jealous of me. No, it's just because I've done it before. My mind's not slowing me down. I've done it. So I trust my hand. It's once you get good at it and you just start, it's poke, push, poke, push, poke, push. That's all I'm doing. Because I've done it before. I'm just kidding. And then look at some of mine is kind of see-through. And I didn't even fix it. How come? Because I know I'm going back with the other color. When we mix the yellow, the white, and the green together, we're going to fixie. Like we did when we put the white in the ear. Look at the color of the white in the ear. Didn't that dry good with the 3D inside the ear? I know. We're going to do that to the oh, I forgot his nose. I have to outline his nose. I'm going to do it really soft though, because I don't want him to have a big nose. I'm going to do it really soft. Oh, because I don't want my paintbrush to open. Okay, there. I did it soft. I did it really soft. Okay. Did you outline yours already? What, Angel? All right, for you then. His whole face is outlined? Psh. All right then. Don't even wait for me. Okay, then this is the next thing we do. Oh, and outline over his eyes. Okay, this is scary. Everybody pause and look up. The corner of his eyes stay white, but we're not going to paint him white. Too hard. But if I make a rainbow, let me get as close as I can to the camera, right? But I go above his eye smash and stare at that one hair of the paintbrush that touches the black. Rainbow. Oh my God, it's so hard. But you can do it because you proved it to yourself with other things. And then I go under his eye, touching one hair. Rainbow. Ooh, ooh. I do touch the black because it's his eyelid. But it's a rainbow. And then a smile underneath. And I went over the pink. Does that matter? No. Who thinks it's starting to look like a baby alien now? Okay, because we were only doing clothes and all that, and it was looking ridiculous. But now it's coming together. Look how much, okay, check with your brain right now. Look how good you are with a paintbrush right now. Do you even think about how much paint to get? How hard to push with your paintbrush? How smooth you are with when you touch your canvas? No. How did you learn that? By doing it. Did we ever talk about it, or did your mind just figure it out? That's what a good brain you have, right? Sometimes you're like, what? And then you do it and you're like, oh, of course. But only after you've done it, right? Okay, now I'm gonna stir. I outlined all my pencils, everything. All right, and now I'm gonna stir that green and that white together, and it's gonna make a lighter green, just like we did inside the ear, right? Ooh, ooh, here it comes. Stir. Better. Nice, except for after I stir, I always have to clean my paintbrush because it's always too much and it's a disgusting mess. Okay, now, what am I worried about my outline on my hand? No. What if I paint over it and grab some of that color? Is that bad? No. It's just like the ear. So I get the new baby green. And oh, what if I paint it over the outline so it can show? Look at the dark shadow peeks through even if I paint over it. I wasn't holding it high enough. So what? Oh, and I don't have to outline it anymore. I just smush the paint around. That's right, because it's already outlined. That's right. Oh, not enough paint. It's all dry sounding. And painty, finger, painty. And I do hold my paintbrush really close to the paintbrush so I could be tiny. I feel like if I'm far away like this, my paintbrush will move around on me. But if I hold it tight up close to the metal, I feel like it can be tinier. I have more control. It doesn't move. I'm just saying. And then everybody pause. Everybody pause and look up. Watch this. I'm going to get a poke of white. Didn't we do this already? I think we did, but I just want to show you a tiny dash of white for her arm and each finger, dash, dash, dash. Should I leave it like that? No. Oh, a highlight, a smushy, and a smushy for you. Boom! Because how many colors for 3D? Without a little bit of white, little shmeary, it's all boring. But how much white? A speck. It's just a sip. And then should I keep rubbing it in until it becomes green? No, I just smear it around so it's not sitting there like a dot. Now I can do the other side. Stab the bright green. Squishy, 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 smear, smear. Oh, I got it on the outline. Don't care. Because it all blends in. There. Okay. And that is so boring because it's not 3D. I hate it. I'm going to throw it in the garbage. No, not really. I'm going to get a little poke of white. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of white on his arm and a speck on each finger. And then in 1/2 second, shmeary, stop. Just a little highlight for you and a highlight for you and a highlight for you. That's all you get. Just so I can have pieces of white. Blendy. I don't want them to disappear. I just want to go smear. Okay, there. 3D. I'm a painting. I'm not photorealistic. So if you have some bumps and smears, it's a painting. It's not supposed to be smooth like a printer made it. Look at my clothes are drying. Look at my shadows peek through. Oh, nice. I planned that. Okay, ears. How about we put a little streak of white in the ears? Or maybe a streak of yellow? I don't know. Okay, ears are easy. And we're doing these as if they were pieces. Forehead, middle of the face, chin, butt, right? They're pieces because we'd like to highlight each piece. So you're following along with me. Even though we could use giant big paintbrush and paint the whole thing green, we're going to paint them small so that we could go highlight nose, highlight chin. Okay? Oh, ear. Oh, I painted over an outline. Don't care. He's just there as a shadow. Oh, you want to see it with yellow? Where's my yellow at? Okay, everybody pause. Okay, yellow is super delicate and she hates to be touched and she's going to freak out. So I get the yellow and watch me. I put it on there real gentle. And then can you see her at all? Can you see my yellow? Watch me touch it. If I touch it too much, she'll go away. So I just do it I missed. So I do it really soft. Because if I keep touching it, who's more powerful, green or yellow? Green by a million. it'll just turn green again. So you just get a little bit of yellow. Just some, and then touch it. And then I can even get some white for the top of her ear. Whoosh, whoosh, and then la la la. Touchy touch. There. A streak of white. Just like when I was putting the shadow, whites are the same. Just a little decorate. Whoosh, whoosh. Little something, something. Right? Other ear. This one's harder for me. I'm going to put it all over my shoulder so you can see. Okay. A little bit of yellow, a little bit of white. That's pretty? Yeah. Woo. Who feels confident right now? Who's totally getting it? Who's like, oh, we put down the dark colors first because they peek through. I get it. And then I get a little bit of yellow because, it's fun. But, oh, she does not like to be touched. So I'm very gentle with yellow. She gets very mad. Just a little something, something. And maybe a poke of white, but a little bit. Whoosh. And then whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. That's all. Just a little highlight. Whoosh. And then nothing. Stop touching. Who thinks finger touching is nice, right? Doesn't it change the texture of it, right? And like, what would your paintbrush do? Keep adding paint, taking paint back off, adding paint. What? We just need to smear sometimes just to tell the colors to be friendly. Calm down, right? How about forehead? Right over those shadows on her head? Yeah. And over her eyelids? Yeah. Okay. We go, all right. I'm just doing one piece at a time. Because I have to stop all the time and get paint. But look at how much paint I get. Everybody pause. I get a huge globule of paint on there. And then I push it around really hard. Right? So I go, there's a lot. And then I go push up, push up, push up. And then make her thinner by pushing. Push, push. I can even use my finger. Remember this? I can use my finger until it just flatten. Oops, I went outside the lines because I'm being hyper. Okay, there. Okay. Yes, Jonathan, question?
Can I use the big brush for that part?
Nope. Do you know why? We do not have water, and it would that caramel would never come out, and it won't look like Yoda no more. So just get a whole bunch of paint, stamp the feet, and scoop it like a spoon. Whoosh, and then shove it, and then watch. Look at me smooth with my finger. Oh, look at me. I am smooth. But wait, everybody pause and look up. Is his head 3D right now? No, I'm going to get a poke of white for the top of her head, like, because he's bald. Hello. And then maybe the middle of his forehead. And then go, rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Ooh, there. Now he's a little something, something. A little highlight for his forehead. Ah. Your finger works good for smoothing. It's like, oh, it's just killing me. And then your finger. And then I'm going to go, everybody pause and watch me do this, even if you're busy. Over his eyes. Yep. Okay. Over his eyes. Right? Because the pink's going to, oh, I think I put too much. But the pink's going to show through. There. I'm going to, wait, I need to wipe it off. I put too much. Okay, there. Okay. I put a huge glob. I didn't mean to put a huge glob. I couldn't even see it no more. Okay, there. And his, ooh, you know what we should do? We should put a highlight on his nose. Okay, I'm going to get a dot of white and put it on his nose. Boop, boop. Look, and then I just make a swirl on his nose. Hello, I'm cute. I made his nose a little brighter. And I could go right over her cheeks. And I could put a highlight on her lip, right? On her top lip only. His, I keep calling it a girl. It's a baby. And everybody pause and watch. I'm going to do it on her top lip because I want her top lip to come forward right here. Everybody watch. I go flick, put the white, and I go back and forth. So her lip's a little brighter. Yeah, and I could go under her eyes with the white. So under her eyes is a little brighter. And then under the chin, let me show you. Under the chin gets painted, but not highlighted, but the chin does. So it makes under the chin look darker. So it looks farther away. It makes the chin come forward. So I don't highlight anything on the, I could put a little bit of white on her cheeks. Let me see. I'll do it first and I'll tell you if it looks cute. Cheek, cheek. Oh, it does look cute. A little bit of white on her cheeks. Okay. I wasn't sure. Cute. Okay. Makes me want to put more white on her forehead now. All right. I'm not putting enough paint. My paint's really see-through. Anyone else doing that? Done paint. Okay. Now I can put it on her paint under her chin, but her chin does get white on it. I keep going back over everything and touching it with my finger. I don't know why. I like the texture it makes. It's more slippery, smoother like skin. And then our chin. And then a little highlight of white for her chin. Dash. Ooh. Swirly swirl chin. Swirly swirl chin. Who feels like you go back and touch this up a whole bunch later? I totally welcome you to go and like, I'm not done with mine. I'm going to keep playing with mine. You just do it. You just keep playing. If you want to, right? So I can't see his mouth anymore. It's too tiny. Look at it. It looks dumb. I'm going to get a tiny, look at, everybody pause and look up. I'm going to show you how to do a teensy tiny line for his mouth. Everybody pause and look up. I'm going to get my paintbrush and go like this. Try to make it like a knife. And then I'm going to get the brown. Get the tiniest microscopic, right? And I'm just going to make a, touch the middle of his mouth and go slice, and touch the middle of his mouth and go slice. I'll show you. It's very tricky. I touch and push and touch and push. There. It's very hard to be tiny. Because what does your paintbrush do? It gets big. So you have to be as soft as you can. Soft. Where you can't feel it. You can't feel yourself touch the canvas. You can only watch it. Because if you push hard, what does your paintbrush do? Blah. Depending on how this dries, I think I'm going to go back and touch it up here, touch it up there, depending on how it dries. I feel like I want to put more pink on his cheeks, but I'm scared. I'll try it. You guys don't try it. I'm going to try it just to see what it looks like. Because I don't like it to pink through. So watch me do it. And if you think it's garbage, don't do it. I'm going to put a touch on her cheek and then smear it in. I don't know if I love it. I don't know. I don't think I like it. You look. I liked it better before. It looks like his face is dirty. I should have left it how it was. Whatever. But how do we learn on this planet? We learn by doing and making an adjustment. Right? I could put more green on it if I wanted, if I hated it. Right? I wish there was more white on his top lip too. To make his lip come, I want his lip to come forward a little bit. It needs to be brighter. I'm gonna try again. Ew, there's pink on my paintbrush. I didn't clean my paintbrush. Holy Toledo, that I would have been putting lipstick on him. Okay. Here, I'm gonna put a little bit on his top lip. Smear. Oh, okay. Okay. There, his lip comes forward just a little bit more. Okay. I feel like I need to fix that outline. Rough. Can you see when it starts to dry how where you had nice thick paint, it's not see-through, but where you didn't have very much paint, it was not see-through, right? But then adding a little bit of white is more interesting than having it be a little bit plain. Who wants to see how to do these eyes? Look at these eyes. Who likes these eyes? Okay, wait, look at my, that's a good idea. Look at my original face up close. That is a dirty schmear. Look at all of those dirty marks. And it looks like a mess, but not back here. Right? But up close, you're like, that is a bunch of schmeary messes. What? Right? You know where else it needs to be whiter? On the very tip of his eyelid. I put a speck of white paint and I'm at rainbow on his eye. Speck. Oh, his eyelid's dry. It's not working. I should have done it while it was wet. Put more green on it. Keep messing it up. Whatever. Okay. Who wants to see how to put those white, little white lines around it? Yellow lines. Okay, everybody pause and look up. I got my yellow. And I'm going to make, at the end, I don't know if you can see, but I get my fingerprint and go like this and put a fingerprint of black in the middle of his eye. So it's all these yellow lines are going to look like ridiculous scratches, but I smooth them out when I put the black in the middle, okay? So I get my yellow and I'm going to use my stick so that they're all not perfect. What will my paintbrush do? Paint over the black. No, I'm going to get my, where'd yellow go? I'm going to get my stick. I just get my stick of paint, and I go scratch, 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 all the way like a clock. And they don't touch. And I don't care how long they are because I use the fingerprint thing. I just keep scratching because sometimes they're dark and sometimes they're light. And it's okay for all of that. But look at, I'm totally ruining the middle of his eye. So I'm going to put a fingerprint in it. I'm ruining his eye. He looks so scary. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Like a clock. So I go 12, 3, scratch, scratch, and I keep getting another poke of yellow. So I can scratch, scratch, scratch. And I give it permission to be different textures inside his eye because our eyes look like not smooth. And I'm just like a flower. It's a yellow scratchy flower in his eye. Ah! He looks scary now. Woo! Right? Now everybody pause and look up. I'm going to get, I have to open my black. Okay, now watch me do this. After you do that, are you using your stick to put the white, yellow in there? Angel, are you using your stick? All right. Scratching like a flower. Okay, watch me. Everybody pause and look up. Here's my fingerprint of black. Right? Fingerprint. And I just touch the middle of her eye. And her eye comes back. Now it makes sense again. But it's a finger, because fingerprints are nice and round. You don't have to paint it all perfect. Your fingerprint is just the right size. more painting to do and we're done. You feel like you could just keep going and decorating and learning and highlighting. But remember, you can't put highlights unless you get a little bit wet with the green first and then smear it in, right? And oh, I'm going to put a little bit, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Okay, now everybody pause and look up. What does my eye have that the original have that the other one doesn't? What does it have? A little white dot, because all animals alive on Earth have round, wet eyes. And that little reflection is the light in the room. And it's on the left and on the left. Never in the middle. When something is dead, it gets a reflection in the middle because the eye goes flat. But if it's round, you can look at my eye. I have a little reflection right now from my light. It's a little white dot, right? But never in the middle. And they have to match. So I use my stick again. Stick. And I go in the corner, up high in the corner, dot, up high in the corner. Same exact spot on both eyes. They have to matchy match. I feel like I keep decorating and decorating and decorating and adding to it and experimenting and maybe a little more yellow in his ears. You guys did a really good job. Do you feel like you have to work on his clothes maybe? More shadow? Maybe you want to put more highlight and go back and repaint his arm and then try that highlight one more time. But remember, it has to be wet to put highlights and shadows. More, I don't know. You decide. So fun, right? So how do you paint? Shape, color, and texture. We already had the shape drawn on there for us, so who cares? But the texture, interesting texture is important. And then how many color values for 3D? 3, dark, medium, light. So we look at the pink inside her ears. Do I have dark, medium, light? Yes. I look at her hand. Do I have dark, medium, light? Dark outline, medium skin, little highlight. Look at my arm. There's dark on the outside, medium, and then a white highlight. See? Look at this dark shadow on the outside of my arm. That's the outline. Okay? Dark, medium, light. Good job, you guys.